Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
How are you, Tiffany?
Doing all right. Doing okay.
Just all right?
Just
Do anything fun?
Not this weekend.
I can't have every episode where I just recommend a board game. We have to bring more variety to this.
There's a lot of board games out there. We could start recommending. I could recommend some tea.
Is it like the beginning section instead of us doing our rant things? It's just whatever recommendation we feel like having?
Maybe. I don't know.
Let us know in the comments if you actually want to hear that.
Yeah, do you want us recommending stuff that, we enjoy, or...
I feel like this is supposed to be like the time where this is the
banter.
closest for us to have like a casual talk podcast where we just talk about random things or our lives, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That or like our random tangents.
We have so many random tangents. It's not even funny.
But this is like our controlled one where we just know we're going to do it.
Do we?
We never planned this.
Did
I never know what to talk about.
Do you?
No, that's why we're talking about this like now.
We're talking about the fact that we don't know what to talk about.
We're going full meta.
Let's just roll for the quest.
Okay, fine. What do you have dice?
I got him. 32.
32. We have done that before.
Oh, fun.
So that is... Oh.
It's the Schlepping Bards.
That is the corrupted episode. Episode 3.
Okay.
Which we named... When did we name that one?
I don't remember. I can...
Of course you don't remember.
I don't remember the episodes. I just remember Schlepping Bards.
I think we called it Pop Idols.
That does not ring any bells.
Because that was early where we didn't do jokes as titles.
Gotcha.
But anyway, do you want to go up or down?
Let's go up.
Okay. Up is 33, which we haven't done.
Yay.
Detail-oriented individuals needed to go door to door to market my magical floor sucker cleaner. Commission-based. I hate this.
Vacuum cleaner salesman.
So fancy vacuum cleaner salesmen.
Pretty much.
How do we do something about this?
Well, if they agree to do it.
Hang on.
Hold up.
I just thought of something.
Oh,
I like this idea that I just came up
big
with.
bright light bulb right above his head. It just popped into existence out of
Oh
nowhere.
my god. I am a genius. I'm
That's-
hyping myself up way too much.
Yeah, that's up to determine later.
This has to be fantasy based.
Okay.
What happens if whoever made it, just like a bag of holding, it sucks things up just to go put it into a different astral space, right?
Okay.
Or not astral space, but like some other dimension.
Right.
Basically, take all our trash or all of our mess and put it somewhere else that we don't care about.
Like a little pocket dimension.
And we don't think about it anymore. But let's say it's not like an astral pocket dimension or anything like that. Let's say it's just, we could decide this later, whatever dimension or whatever plane.
Okay.
What happens if, as they're selling, maybe they actually get like a couple sales, and then as they're going down, maybe the next day or something like that, one of their previous customers or one of the established customers for whoever is dealing with these or the inventor, they come to complain to the party that their child got sucked in and then sent to a different plane of existence, or now is gone forever, and now the owner has to be like, to save liability, the party needs to go and help find the kid or something like that.
So I already had a plane in mind, but that just makes this really complicated.
I was thinking like my initial one was the Fae.
I was thinking the Hells.
Okay, well, I think both are really bad.
Yeah, both are extremely bad. It's like shooting dust into some demon's living room, is what I was thinking.
Asmodeus' living room.
It's shooting dust into Asmodeus' living room, and all of a sudden, child.
And then when the party shows up, it's like, are you the reason why my place is so dusty?
They're like, no, but we need that kid.
But yeah, that was my sudden idea of you could take that, a magical twist of vacuum, and make a quest out of it.
I like that. So, okay.
So we need to decide what plane is it going to.
Yeah, Feywild or the Hells.
And
or
this is
somewhere else entirely.
this is the reason why I don't want pocket dimension. Like
Yeah, okay,
bag of
somewhere
holding.
where the kid won't instantly die.
But then they have to actually
Because I was thinking the reason it sucks everything into it could be because the other dimension is a vacuum. Like,
oh, I see what
it
you mean.
has
It's
no
like
air.
a vacuum of
so
space.
the moment you open the portal, it's just sucking that air in.
Oh, okay. If you ever want to switch to Spelljammers right in the middle of a campaign,
There we go. It's just shooting out into astral space.
yeah, it'll be like one of like. No, I don't want the kid to die though.
I know. Well, okay. Maybe it's not a kid. Maybe it's an extremely important item. Like, it's not someone's life hanging in the balance. It's just, I don't know, some magical item or something very important to the person that is now just floating out in space somewhere. But maybe some sort of entity has claimed it, and then you got to go fight them.
What happens if this is a very big if?
Big if.
If whoever incorporates this into their campaign, and if the party has a MacGuffin that's needed for like the grand storyline.
Oh, MacGuffin. Gotcha.
Oh, you didn't recognize the term at first?
I don't understand that reference.
Super important item. Okay. Video game
Gotcha.
terms. Quest item.
Okay. Gotcha.
If they have a quest item for the grand campaign,
Mm-hmm.
let's say they sold the thing to like the innkeeper to help keep like to clean it and all that stuff, so they could get easy commission, and then they accidentally sucked up the quest item.
Whoops. Or they were like demonstrating it and then like did a wild gesture with it. And there goes the item.
I don't know how that's gonna sound on recording, but
Sorry.
yeah, something like that. And they're like, "Well, we have to go in there now."
Yep. So they have to go back to the creator of the item and be like, where exactly does this go? And the question is, like, would the creator know at that point? Does he know where it goes, or just like, I don't know, it
Well,
just sucks things up?
I feel like the creator's probably an artificer or like some kind of wizard.
I would lean more towards artificer. They like to invent new things all the time.
Okay, something like that. But like, same thing how they create the bag of holding
Mm-hmm.
is you putting a pocket dimension, but they didn't want to make their own pocket. Maybe that is harder than just a open portal to a different plane.
Yeah, because you flat up have to create a separate pocket dimension because every bag of holding is its own pocket dimension.
Yeah, and that's much more difficult. So he's like to cut corners
Mm-hmm.
and to reduce the cost, so it's so affordable.
Right.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He cuts those corners so that it's just like he didn't care, and it's just like the first plane that he was able to connect or have a stable connection through,
Mm-hmm.
and just dump all the crap through that.
Or maybe the first plane that had less like atmosphere to where it would create a sucking sort of effect so
Well,
that it would work as a vacuum.
So it's either that, but I could also see like nine hells of just like, oh, we burn the trash basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see either one.
Okay. The fun thing is the magical floor sucker cleaner, which is a dumb name. They don't describe what it looks like in the slightest, so it could be anything. It could literally be a ring that normally you wear on your finger. When you take it off and activate it, then it's just this tiny little vacuum that's just like everywhere. There's some more Foley for you.
Where you start having a collection of just Tiffany sound effects.
Yes.
I'm not compiling that. I'm sorry that the mic didn't pick up the sound effect that she did, but I'm pretty sure you know what sound effect she made.
Yeah, there was that really gross one a while back where we were talking about a gooey monster and I made a slurpy noise.
That was Invasion of the Dream Eaters. That was a Questober episode.
Yeah. And let's not forget the phase chickens. I'll never forget the
that
phase
pop.
chickens. Yeah, the pop, which actually worked a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. But yeah, we need to decide which plane.
Yeah. Maybe we should go Fae. That's a little less I'm going to destroy you and more along the lines of, yeah, it's just lost forever.
Well, if we do Faye, I feel like Faye's the best one to actually have a person get lost in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually kids are dumb and get themselves in trouble all the time.
This is
I
confirmed.
don't picture like, because if we go with the ring,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that'd be a big enough
Yeah,
thing.
definitely not big enough for a child to fit into.
Okay, what if it like, imagine one of those,
Unless it has,
have you seen those portable vacuums where it's just like, it's a long just stem and then it has that rectangular base where it's on the floor, right?
Yes, I have one.
Yes, those very common ones.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you activate it through the handle, right?
Yeah.
But the entrance to the other plane is at the very bottom, is just within that square. There's no
Right.
like container or anything like that.
Okay.
And so what happens if the child accidentally activates it on the handle that was like stowed away
Right.
and then crawls to the other side and then gets sucked in on that just square section?
Mm-hmm. And it may or may not have the capability of changing the size of the matter that it is sucking in. Because you know how sometimes they'll show people getting sucked into a portal where they like get stretched out into a long noodly thing without damaging them. It's just magic. And then sucked into a very small opening. Yeah. So it's like, it can suck in any size thing, but
But
it itself is small.
if we think of the same like along the same lines as a bag of holding, nothing
only-
bigger than the mouth.
Yeah, no, I think I
Of the
like that better
bag.
because then you can't accidentally suck up all your furniture, the dog.
Yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
might be able to suck up the dog depending on the size of the dog.
The Chihuahua size things,
Yeah.
or what I like to call overgrown rats.
Admittedly, yes, they slightly look like overgrown rats, but they're very loving. At least the one I know.
I mean, they only like their owners, and they're yapping alarm dogs. That's annoying.
My parents-in-law, Chihuahua, loves me. I am not his owner.
You know what I mean, though. They're very annoying dogs for the vast majority of times.
Well, yeah, when people don't train their dogs properly, yes. It's all in the owner. It's not the dog's fault.
They were bred to be annoying and loud.
That is true. They are alarm dogs. They go get the bigger dogs.
No, they get the owner with the gun.
That too. Or they go find the bigger dog. Like they go get something that can handle the
I
situation.
really wish the chupacabras put them out of like species out of existence. That's all I'm saying.
Aw, I like chihuahuas.
Anyways, weird tangent. But yeah, so if we get like a small kid
Yeah.
who accidentally went in there,
Mm-hmm.
let's say age of, this is a hard one, but 10, you think is like has the shoulders wide enough to actually get into like a vacuum sized hole?
I was thinking like 4 or 5. Okay. New thought. Halfling child.
Okay.
That way they can be a little bit older, but still be obnoxiously small.
I just want them to have some independence so that in there
Yeah, yeah.
they can actually move around and not be at the quote unquote entrance.
Right. So, halfling child, therefore, they can be older and still fit in the vacuum.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay.
Because I do feel bad if it's like 4 or 5 year old.
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to take care of themselves in the slightest. At least a 10-year-old would be like, okay, need to find responsible adult or, I don't know, water.
No, they're going to cry.
They'll
and
start
then
with crying.
the noise will attract a fae
Yeah.
who will then, I don't know the habits of fae that well, canonically.
It depends on the fae. Sometimes they will eat the child. Other times they will take the child and raise it as their own.
Let's go with that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm not having it like eaten.
At that point, then, if the party comes along and tries to take the child, then we have a
Boss
problem.
fight.
Yeah, boss fight. Because then
But-
we have a problem. The fae will be like, no, this is now my child.
You lost it.
You lost it. It's mine now.
Real quick, what is the name of the mother and child then?
Okay. So halfling names are amusing because they're usually combination of words. Because like the halfling I play, her last name is Toscobble. So something like that. Something kind of fun, playful. I'm not going to use my human name generator. I'm going to go open up a halfling name generator. Dot Underbrush is the mom. No, Dot's the baby. Marigold is
Marigold, what?
Underbrush.
Underbrush?
Yeah.
And Dot, Underbrush.
Yeah.
So Marigold's going to be panicking, coming up to a party,
Mm-hmm.
or the owner. What is the name of the owner?
Okay. Barney. Barney Tucker.
Barney Tucker,
Mm-hmm.
the wizard,
I thought he was an artificer.
or the artificer. Whatever. The hillbilly artificer.
You never know. Barney is not necessarily a hillbilly name.
I'm just now picturing like a farm, like the redneck engineer kind of thing,
Yeah.
where everything is just made out of duct tape and like used parts, you know?
Yeah.
Like the MacGyver of engineers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Either go to the party, Marigold goes to the party, or goes to Barney.
Mm-hmm.
Complains really angry / also panicking. He's like, where does this thing go? Why does it go there?
Yeah.
And why is this not child safety approved
Right.
or
There should
designed?
be some sort of force field on it so no living being can get.
Like not a toggle on and off, but a press and hold on and off so that you can't.
Yeah.
And what happens if like Barney's very like somewhat cold hearted, where it's just like, oh, that's a good idea, and then starts just trying to like make
I
a
was
newer
thinking
version.
absent-minded at that point because he didn't think about that beforehand.
But I think it'll be like, oh, that is interesting, and be more on the quizzical side of that.
Mhm.
And then just Marigold complaining so much that it's like, okay, fine, we'll do something about it. And then it's like, can I hire you guys to do it?
Yeah.
It goes to the Fae.
It's like, okay, so, and he has to like, he'll probably won't know right off the bat exactly what dimension it's getting sent to or what plane. He'd probably have to like go and take some measurements or something. Like, fine, I didn't want to bother figuring it out. I just wanted to find a place to send stuff.
Oh, so it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it starts out with an, I don't know. Well, can you find out? I guess.
Maybe.
Maybe. Sure.
Can you bring back the vacuum
Yeah.
or the floor sucker?
Like, has to put in a bunch of measurements and stuff and chart it on this like really weird map he's got on this wall that if you look at it from different directions shows different planes because it's a...
I think it'll be just like, okay, bring it back, and then he turns it on and then like takes a measuring thing or like some kind of device and just like throws it in there with a string and then pulls it back out. It's like, oh, Faye.
Nice. Actually, I like that better. That's much better.
And then that's when it's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Isn't that place dangerous? It's somewhere to toss trash.
Sometimes? Yeah. So I found a name for our Fae adoptive mother.
Is there a Fae name generator?
I may have found one, yes.
Oh my god.
Lazuli Briardove.
I am not going to remember that.
Oh, I know. Like lapis lazuli, so Lazuli Briardove.
Lazuli.
Mhm.
Okay. How do Fae like normally what do they normally look like? I've not touched Fae.
Honestly, I think they look like whatever they want. There's various Fae beings, like races, I guess. So what Fae race do we want Lazuli to be? And honestly, at that point, we probably should have picked the race before the name.
What kind are there? Like I said, I don't know Fae that well.
Back to the internet. Feywild 101 is the name of the website I just found. All right.
Okay, Mrs. Tiffany, classes.
Okay, how about an Eldrin then? They're the elves of the Feywild.
If we wanted to actually be a boss fight,
Okay, good point.
if we like have more of a, like, is there like a creature that's like human/beast like mixture kind of thing?
Like such as centaurs, dryads, satyrs, pixies, and sprites.
But those are all located in the material plane.
I know, but that's the Seelie court.
What's the Seelie?
There's different courts within the Feywild. So the Eldrin are their own thing. So they're like just the elves of the Feywild. And then there's the Seelie court, which are loyal to the Archfey Queen Titania and her summer court. Summer court is primarily made up of sylvan creatures such as centaurs, dryads, satyrs, pixies, and sprites. And then there's the Unseelie court.
Oh, what happens if it's a dryad?
Ooh, okay. You know, they're kind of pretty. They're like part tree themselves, so
Okay,
they have
so
that Mother Nature feel to them.
so we could have it like a big tree boss fight instead of a beast boss fight.
No, the dryads themselves aren't a tree.
No. I'm saying it like does a, like awaken tree kind of thing.
Can they do that? They can tree stride, innate spell, magic resistance, speak with beasts and plants. They can't do that. But they themselves are actually pretty strong. Okay, never mind. They're a challenge rating of 1.
It's a unique one. This is homebrew.
Okay, homebrew. It's a like mother of the forest dryad.
Yeah.
It
can awaken plants.
Because like the way I understand dryads to work is they form a bond with a tree, and that is like the other half of their soul. So they just love and nurture that tree, and then the tree gives them a place of shelter.
I always thought dryads were like spirit of forests.
Yes.
But basically just the whole forest, not just individual tree.
Oh, everything I've ever read, they pick a tree.
I don't know.
It can go either way. This one specific one, hey, maybe this is another situation where the entire forest is one tree.
Oh, shout out to...
What was that
last
episode? Editing Brandon, please insert episode here.
Episode 60, In Grove Danger, 2 episodes ago.
Oh, thank you, live Brandon.
How dare you steal my thunder. Perfect.
Yep. So yeah, it does say they're usually found in a forest, which, you know, makes sense. But yeah, this one can have bonded with the entire forest, which makes it unusually powerful. And this forest just so happens to be the output for the air quotes
Who's
vacuum cleaners.
also going to be very angry once that dryad figures out.
Did you say angry or angy? Because I heard angy.
That druid is going to be very angry when she realizes that her forest area is the location of, or they're the reason why a bunch of junk is being tossed into her forest.
Well, her name is Lazuli, so I would assume her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still sticking with that name.
I don't know. I like it.
Okay. Liz, what was it?
Lazuli Briarduff.
Lazuli. I'm going to have so much trouble.
Just call her Leslie.
Les. Okay. Les is going to be super pissed when she finds out that they are from the people that cause like all this like dust and like just debris and all that stuff and junk.
Mm-hmm. And there's probably like little pieces of metal in there too, and she does not want that in her forest.
Yeah.
That doesn't nurture the forest. The dust could help nurture the forest because it could add like a layer of, because you know how you add like, I don't know, dust. I don't know what you do with dust. I don't know if dust is good for nurturing. I know ash is good.
I don't have a green thumb at all.
I know ash is good for plants. I don't know about dust because dust is mostly made of skin particles, which is gross to think about.
Oh, it is organic.
It is organic, but if little bits of metal get in there, then you've got, things that a dryad definitely does not want in her forest.
He is sold to a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Metal shavings and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not something that she will want in her forest. So she's gonna be a little pissed. But when this child shows up, probably her nurturing nature will take over.
Nurturing nature,
yes. And she'll be like, "Oh, you poor abandoned little thing. I will take you and raise you in the ways of this forest so you can learn and possibly be an emissary to go and teach the people the right way to do things, which is not destroy nature."
She thinks that, I'll raise you to be basically on our side, brainwash raising, just so that the child will then go back to that realm and then destroy it from the inside.
So here's a fun thought. The Feywild operates on a different time than the common plane.
Oh, are we going to pull a Fallout 4?
I don't know anything about Fallout.
Spoiler for a Fallout 4. The Fallout series is where, in the 1950s, like the Cold War, during the peak of the Cold War, Russia bombed the U.S.
I do now.
And so the game takes place after nuclear fallout.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, it's where the Cold War never ended. So then cultural progress stopped. And so it's all 1950s stuff, but then technology is advanced.
Okay, that explains a lot of
war
things.
technology advanced.
Yeah.
And then finally, Russia just drops the nukes, and then it's just nuclear wasteland. But anyways, in Fallout 4, before the bombs dropped, the main character goes into a vault where they cryo freeze everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And during the cryo freeze, my character's a he, but your character would somehow wake up and see your spouse on the other side through your window, in which your son is taken and your spouse gets killed. And then you freeze again. And then the entire gameplay is you trying to find your son.
Gotcha.
What they don't realize is you've been cryo-freeze. So then when you finally find your son, he's actually like 70.
Oof.
Because he was raised and in the wasteland and all that stuff. And you don't realize that because you just got frozen again. You don't know how much time has passed.
Right.
So it could be that kind of situation.
That is what I was thinking. But I was just thinking like adult at that point.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely
not that
a druid.
exaggerated.
Definitely a druid.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. And so that is the boss. Maybe the dryad can help too, but like it's the druid and the dryad fighting against you, and you don't realize that the druid you're fighting is the child you were sent to find.
So they're going to kill Dot?
Maybe not kill. Maybe
the druid gives Dot a new name.
Oh, shoot.
So then they don't even know it's Dot.
So are we still talking a 10-year-old, or are we talking a much younger baby now?
Well, 10-year-old when he got sucked in.
Okay.
And so then the twist is, he will be adult when the party goes in.
Yeah.
But how do we then reveal that?
I mean, at some point, the party has to say, we're looking for Dot. And the druid can like pause and be like, wait, I know that name.
Or they would say that to Les, and I don't remember her full name. Shut up.
I know.
And she'll be like, he's not ready to be integrated back to destroy that side, basically.
Okay.
So then lie, deceit, and all that stuff.
Right.
What happens if the mom... God, I already forgot her name.
Marigold.
What happens? She's like, lift my child, like car off of my child, like strength kind of, I'm going to go save my child
Yeah,
kind of
you
mentality.
don't mess with a mom. Maybe she used to be an adventurer, but it's been a while since her
She's a
adventuring
level
days.
20
Yeah.
adventure. She's a level 20
She's
barbarian.
the Deus Ex Machina in this.
What happens if she's insistent on going as well to save her child?
Yeah, and the party's like, I don't know if we should bring this NPC, and she's like, don't worry, I'll be fine. And I've decided the kid's new Fae name is Ginkgo.
Ginkgo. And so what happens if like Marigold goes there and she like spitting image of his father, Dot's spitting image of his father, kind of like
Yeah.
a mother knows her son.
Oh yeah.
BS that you see in movies or TV shows all the time.
Hey, it can happen.
I haven't seen that happen in real life. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that my sister was a spitting image of my mom when she was 2 years old.
Yeah,
and then my niece was the spitting image of both her mom and my mom.
Yes, but if she goes back in time when she was 5 and meets her mom, your mom, again, as she is now, do you think your mom back then would say, "You are my daughter"?
I don't know. My sister does look a lot like my mom, more than I do.
But that doesn't, they'll be like, "Oh, we look alike," not, "Are you my daughter?"
Okay, well, if Dot does grow up to look, I'm guessing Dot's a guy at this point now.
Yes.
Since you've said it like 50
But
times.
you know what.
But grows up to look exactly like his father. And like maybe he was like shapeshifted into an animal or something before that and you just don't know. And then when he shifts back, Marigold can like, that's my Dot. He looks just like his father.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. For
Yeah.
like in the real life, I'm still proclaiming that does
Yeah.
not happen in real life.
It can happen.
I still call BS. No.
Okay, let us know in the comments.
There's too many things
Can
to
this
let us know in the
happen?
comments.
Just, leave some comments. We like comments. We want to read them.
Yeah, leave separate comments. Don't put them all together in one. Just leave separate ones.
Or if you don't feel like it, you can put them all together in one. Whatever you feel like doing, honestly.
No, we need the engagement. It really helps with the algorithm.
Actually, yeah, that totally would. Multiple comments. Go for it. Just throw in random
One
comments.
comment
that
for
say
every
frog.
word.
Oh, okay.
Constructive.
Maybe not that much. That might get a little bit overbearing.
And then just everyone like a middle word so then it gets jumbled around so it breaks
Oh,
something.
and then you got to piece them all back together like some kind of puzzle.
Yeah, that'll be a fun puzzle game for us.
Uh-huh.
Please don't.
Okay, so party is selling fantasy vacuum cleaners. They sell it to this one family who then the mother later comes running up to them like, oh my gosh, my child got sucked into the thing. What now? They go back to the creator who says, oh yeah, no, he's in the Feywild now. And the mother probably then hires the party to go and save her son from the Feywild. Oh, by the way, I'm coming with you type situation.
It's either that or the inventor is like, can you just do this for me so that no liability or like no
Yeah.
lawsuit?
Either the mother or the creator.
And then the mother would be like, I'm going with you.
Yeah. They end up in a beautiful forest, which is inhabited by the, what was she called again?
Oh,
The Dryad.
No. Oh, I thought you were like going to say the name.
The name?
Yeah, the Dryad's name.
Yes. Lazuli Briardove. I was forgetting what her race was. I was going to say the Dryad. I was going to say the Dryad Lazuli Briardove.
Oh, okay.
Who has taken up mothership of Baby Dot, Underbrush, but has renamed Dot to Ginkgo, now Briardove, because, my kid now. The party doesn't realize that Ginkgo has grown up.
Is now a, let's say, 35, 40 years old.
Yeah, roundabout. Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally Scooby-Doo right now.
But I think this is also a good chance for like them to like also have side quests within the Fae and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
they don't
This could be a
find-
multi-session kind of quest.
Yeah, they don't find Dot right away.
Because 30 years has passed or whatever.
Yeah, in the Feywild, yes.
Yeah.
So eventually, because they're looking around like, have you seen a halfling around here? And like people are like, I mean, like 30 years ago.
Is everything in the Fae just hostile or is it just...
No, there are non-hostile Fae. You just don't ever want to make a bargain or agree to do something.
Oh, what happens
or-
if they're like, yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah, for your...
Give me your name.
Yeah, no.
All right,
me,
I just know about
10
that
years
with
of
the
your
Fae.
life.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, they always want to make a deal kind of situation. So you got to be careful.
Okay. And so, yeah, final fight would be with a Dryad that has beefed up powers, whatever level the party is at, and a Druid.
Yep. Who turns out to be Baby Dot all grown up.
Yep. And then somehow in the middle of the fight figure out how to unbrainwash him.
Well, I mean, if he was 10 years old, he would remember what his mother looks like.
Yes, but then, gaslighting from a dryad and all
True,
that
yeah.
stuff. 30
Probably-
years worth of gaslighting does a number on people.
Yeah. So probably have to convince Dot that he wasn't abandoned. He was accidentally sucked into a vacuum cleaner by his
Which
own
was
doing.
his fault.
His own doing.
So, yeah, the one thing you don't do in a trying to convince someone is really say it's
It
their
was your fault in the first place. So, yeah. Probably avoid that line of speaking.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think that is a completed quest.
Yeah.
We do have 2 social medias. One is Twitter at QuestBoardPod, and the other is our YouTube channel. Just look up QuestBoard Podcast and you'll find it. Because we're telling you to comment down below, so
Yeah.
let us know on that stuff. But
YouTube.
if you put this into your campaign, let us know how it went. If anyone actually determines, oh, this is Fallout 4. Let us know on Twitter or down in the comments. Or if you have a posting of your own that you want us to make a quest out of, let us know on either one. I think with that, wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.